Weekdays, stream First Alert Weather Plus.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us.
WLBT's First Alert Weather Team is keeping you up to date with the latest information. From your morning commute to your afternoon drive, we're on your side, streaming on your favorite devices. WLBT First Alert Weather Plus.
WLBT's First Alert Weather Team is committed to your safety with 6 hours of continuous team coverage.
This is a relentless storm, Dave.
We're fortunate we all made it out alive.
And our network of sky cams across the state alerting you to danger, bringing you live footage of tornadoes as they touch down in Wathau County.
Let's look at this chase, guys. Look at that.
This is ground zero almost. I mean, this is really hard to stomach, like I said.
We take our commitment to being on your side seriously, and together we're Mississippi Strong.
Weekdays, stream First Alert Weather Plus.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us.
WLBT's First Alert Weather Team is keeping you up to date with the latest information. From your morning commute to your afternoon drive, we're on your side, streaming on your favorite devices. WLBT First Alert Weather Plus.
Hello there. I am Meteorologist Annea Scales. I hope you guys have had a lovely Tuesday so far, and we are continuing to see some beautiful skies out there as well. This is looking outside in Ridgeland, but we're seeing these same conditions across the area, although a little bit more cloud cover in other spots. So mostly sunny skies, but we are starting to see increasing clouds in the area as well. And that is actually ahead of what will eventually become showers as we head later on in the afternoon. But for now, our temperatures are around 60 degrees to the upper 50s in Vicksburg. You're at 59, 60 in Natchez, 61 Macomb. So overall, a very seasonal day. It kind of feels like exactly what time of year it is. Potentially high temperature around 62 for a few spots. But we'll notice as the sun starts to go down and temperatures drop into the 50s that we will see increasing cloud cover. And like I said a moment ago, that it will become rainfall eventually. As early as around 9 to 10 p.m., we can start to see light to moderate showers moving in this evening. So most likely not going to affect your Tuesday plans unless you have late night plans. If you're going to be out at like 10 p.m., then you might run into some of these showers. But this will be mostly overnight for the heaviest rainfall. However, your morning commute could see some light showers as well. This is Wednesday at 7 a.m., so you'll definitely want that umbrella as you head out the door because these showers are going to be off and on through the day. 1 p.m., so heading back from lunch, still seeing some of that light to moderate rainfall across the area. Not a complete washout, but there's a good chance that most of us will see at least a little bit of rainfall at some point between tonight and tomorrow night. This is your evening commute for Wednesday, still seeing those spotty showers across the area. And we will dry off as we head into your Thursday, but we also are going to be cooling down quite a bit. If you can see over in Alabama where they're still seeing a little bit of showers, the colors on that precipitation, the light pinks, the light blues, that's indicating wintry precip. But we are not talking about anything that's enough for accumulation, and the ground temperatures are going to be far too warm anyway. So definitely not talking about any travel impacts from winter weather. However, if we do see a light shower pop up in the wee hours of your Thursday morning, maybe you might see flurries in the sky, but once again, nothing sticking, nothing that's really going to affect your plans outside. So for tomorrow morning, this is the start of your Wednesday as we see those scattered showers. It's going to be overcast and temperatures will be in the 40s, mid 40s, waking up upper 40s by around 9 a.m. Your high temperature close to average, but a little bit cooler than what we're seeing today. 56 in Vicksburg, 58 for Jackson with that cloud cover and the rain, making it slightly cooler than where we are right now. And if you happen to stay dry tomorrow, potentially a few more spots could get into low 60s like Macomb. That was Macomb that I was talking about. But as we head into your Thursday, I mentioned those temperatures dropping dramatically as we clear out. This is what we're looking at for Thursday morning. 28 degrees, 30 degrees, overall freezing across the area. So don't let the 60-degree weather today make you too comfortable. Winter is going to be back in full force within just about 48 hours, less than 48 hours even. So as we see the frontal passages, the change in the air mass that's going to be along with the front, that'll also bring us some strong wind gusts. Even by Tuesday, 20 to 25 mile per hour gusts, maybe even a little bit stronger than 25 heading into your early Thursday morning. So we factor in that cool weather that we are seeing. It's going to be pretty uncomfortable as you head outside the door for Thursday. But once again, we're not talking about any travel impacts. I know that I remember being a child, whenever it was this season, we were always wondering, are we going to get delayed? Can we miss school? No, none of that. But you are going to need to have your heavy winter coat. So basically a cold, miserable rain is the best that we can do for you in this first alert forecast. But as we look at our 10-day outlook, we are going to see a warm up pretty soon after that. The cooler weather not lasting too long for our first alert 10-day forecast. We're going to be warm again already by Friday, potentially reaching back into the low 60s to at least upper 50s for your afternoon high. Immediately after, we see those temperatures in the 40s for Thursday's afternoon high. So that cold front we're getting tomorrow night, not going to really last too long. Another warm up, and then that is quickly replaced by another cool down. So basically just roller coaster temperatures. We're just going back and forth between 40s and 60s and everything in between pretty much. But we're not straying too far away from the average for January. So typical winter forecast that we have here, very mild for most days. A couple of cold fronts that will briefly bring us down into the 20s overnight, 40s in the afternoon. But then the day after that, we're back towards normal temperatures in the 50s, overnight lows in the 30s. As far as widespread rainfall is concerned, other than the early hours of tomorrow morning, we're not really looking at too much more heavy rainfall actually until we head towards the end of next week. Looking at the end of our first alert forecast, notice it looks like Tuesday or Wednesday into your Friday, we could see some of those scattered showers, but otherwise actually a mostly dry forecast. The main story is that you definitely just want to check those temperatures on your first alert weather app as you get dressed every day. Some days you'll want to have the coat. Some days you can do with just a jacket, like today where it's actually pretty warm outside for this time of year. So lots of changes coming up, but otherwise that's about all that I have for you. I see two people in the comments. Melissa says hello, hi, and Mark as well. I hope you guys are having a great afternoon and hope you have your umbrella for tomorrow. And then your winter coat for the day after that. Wednesday and Sunday will be our coldest days. And then after that, we'll see pretty much everything in between. And I will be on WLBT. I'll be at Studio 3 at 3 p.m. And then I'll also be on WLBT at 4. And then at 5, Chief Meteorologist Dave Roberts is back. He'll be back at 6 as well. And both of us will be here at 6:30. So you can catch us there in just a couple of hours. But if not, I hope you have a wonderful Tuesday. And I will again see some of you guys hopefully on the news in just about an hour from now.